Be up, guys. Be up, guys. Welcome to the stream. This is obviously a reaction to the Carabao Cup draw for the quarterfinals, and we got City, Man City away in the first game. Sorry, in the quarterfinals. So, yeah. Well, I say first game. We might get a second one if we get to the semis, and hopefully a third if we get to the final. So, yeah, but will this be easy or tough? Depending. We know City are up and down this season, hot and cold. Will this be? Could this be a route into the semis? I mean, obviously, I'm doing this and the preview for the match against Palace on Saturday for the Premier. So obviously, I've decided to do both because other things happen in the course, and I'm moving hopefully into my new place tomorrow, if not over the weekend. So I've got to do a lot of this now, unfortunately. So I've got to do things fairly soon. So I decided to do this stream and get it all out of the way, hopefully now. And, and then I've just got to do reactions on all that, hopefully maybe early next week or something. I could do the reaction to the Palace game, possibly early next week. Sorry, I'm just moving this because I'm still on the mobile, you see. So I'm moving this about a bit on the mobile network until I get onto the other one, my other ISP. But anyway, right. So as it says there, Bees get Manchester City away in EFL Cup quarterfinals. But will it be tough or easy? With City hot and cold this season, could we go to the Etihad and finally get a result? And actually get a result, to get us into the semis. Well, that is the question, and hopefully we can provide the answer and get there, because the difference was for them when we played them this season, when we played them at the G-Tech, the difference was Erling Haaland. Will he play? Will Pep put out his strongest lineup? I don't know. We wait to see whether he will. If he does, then it will be tougher for us, maybe. But I know he was the difference mainly. I mean, we were poor in that first half and didn't deserve anything. So I'm sure we wouldn't play as bad as that, surely, because we just didn't turn up in the first half at the G-Tech against City. And the Haaland goal settled it, basically, in that first half. So I feel, well, whatever happens, we've got to try and beat the bigger teams, and you'll get them at some stage in these tournaments, in these cups. So better to get them now, I suppose. And, hopefully we can get through. We'll probably possibly Arsenal in the semis, who knows? Or Newcastle. That's if we get through. And that's a little way away at the moment. But I wasn't sort of overjoyed about this, that we got City. I was hoping we get somebody like Cardiff or I wouldn't mind in Fulham, actually, because I feel we wanted to get revenge, because they beat us, of course, already this season, 3-1. And of course, Wilson scoring yet again. So I'd love to have the chance to play him again and actually beat him this time and stop Wilson scoring. That'd be incredible. you're going to take City, mate. Easy work. I'm not so sure, Warren. Be up to you, buddy, by the way. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Things all over the place at the moment. It's absolutely nuts, crazy. I'm trying to move into this place, but other things are happening. It's not easy. So much going on. Everything's going on. My head's spinning around like anything at the moment. But I have to try and get these streams out. It's not easy, but you know, I've got to keep this channel going all the time I'm doing this. So you know, it's not easy. Yeah, another comment from Warren. Cardiff, are you sure, mate, their fans are nutters? Well, yeah, but no, I'm just thinking about playing the team, mate. I'm not, I don't care, give a shit about the fans. I'm just worried about the team, you know. And I thought, well, surely Cardiff would be one of the easier, well, so-called easier game. You would think. I mean, I didn't think Grimsby would be as easy as it was, and you know, that proved to be pretty fucking straightforward. Let's be honest. At the end of the day, against Grimsby, we annihilated them. You know, 5-0. So I thought Cardiff would have been a better game, the easier game maybe for us. As I say, we'd love to play Fulham. You know, to try and get revenge, certainly. But then again, as I say, you have to play the big teams at some stage. You know, could have had Arsenal, would have been even worse, harder for us. But yeah, I'm still fairly confident in a way though. I just feel I don't think City are that team anymore at the moment, and you know they're not that big team they were. They lost the other day, I know as well. So you know they are hot and cold this season. So I'm really not sure, and I feel we may have a chance. You might not have a ground left, yeah. Well, true, but yeah. Anyway, mate, I mean, it is what it is, and you know, we got City, and we have to take it as it comes, and we, you know, cross the bridge when we come to it now, and see how we get on. This was mainly just my reaction, my feeling of this, and okay, it wasn't great. Wasn't really happy to get City, but you know, it could have been even worse. We could have had Arsenal or Newcastle again or something. You know, Newcastle knocked us out last season, and of course became eventual champions of the Carabao Cup. So they eventually won it. So there we go, and you know, so maybe this might be it for us. We might get through and possibly get to a final, and that'd be amazing in Keith Andrews' first season to get to a final. And if we win it, well, I'll be fucking over the moon. If we could win this Carabao Cup, you know, actually win a trophy. I mean, you know, as I say, the only last trophy we won was the Championship playoff. So that'd be incredible for us to do that this season. But anyway, I'm going to move on and actually get on with a preview. Obviously, the preview for the game. Well, actually, I've got an article here, but I was going to talk more about the Carabao Cup quarter final, but I might just move on. I think I've said enough, to be honest. So anyway, let's get on to the. I've said enough about that. Now let's move on to the match preview for Saturday against Palace at Selhurst Park. Palace versus Bees Prem preview. Can we keep our winning run going? A tough away match at Selhurst Park this Saturday against the Eagles flying high. Yeah, so they are flying high. I mean, yeah, they've had some dodgy results lately. They lost 1 or 2 or 3. They also did win, of course, in the Carabao Cup last night. So beating Liverpool. Liverpool struggling, as we know. We beat them. So Arnie Slot's job might be in danger. It's possible. The way they're going, but then again, who cares? Who gives a shit about them? The Scousers, eh? I know I don't. Anyway, right, let's move on, and I'm going to get to the preview for this. Just finding that, bringing it up, guys. Won't be long. Just trying to get to that. Nobody else in the live chat at the moment, just Warren, I think. As I say, I'll be sort of happier when I can get back to the proper Wi-Fi, and because I'll be on another one when I get into my own place. I can't wait. So I'm just on the blooming mobile Wi-Fi, and it's all going fucking slow at the moment. Anyway, let's get to this. I'm just bringing it up. So this Saturday, it's Crystal Palace versus the Bees. At 3 o'clock, actually, a sensible time this time for the Bees to play. 3 o'clock. Not morning or evening this time. I apologise if this is a bit dark in here, but I'll try and get a bit. Hold on a minute. I'll try and get some light on, guys. Hold on a minute. Just get the light on. It's a bit dark. Yeah, that's better. Got the light on now. Good luck tomorrow, mate. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you're the move. Yeah. I know, mate. It might actually be. I'm not actually sure whether it might actually be the weekend now. Still a few things happening there. So yeah. Hoping it's tomorrow. If not, it'll be over the weekend, maybe now, Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, really hoping I'll be in there tomorrow though. Tricky match against Palace, Mr. B. Sure is, brother. It really is, bro. But yeah, I think they're a good team. I really do. The manager is brilliant, Oliver Glasner. I think any other team would love him. Sure, Arsenal would take him. You know, just like that, would have him instead of that fucking fraud Arteta. Maybe I'm sure Celtic. You'd love him at Celtic, Warren, as well. The way it's going. I mean, there's a lot of contenders for that new job, isn't there? I see. Bellamy's one. that Knutson, but he's in a contract apparently. I don't think he would be able to get out of his contract or something. And a few others, obviously Ange again, big Ange. He's linked with it as well. So quite a few really. But yeah, I'm sure you love Glasner there as well, you know. But that's if he wants to go to a Farmers League in Scotland, mate. You know. So sorry, Warren. Apologies, bro. But yeah, the Farmers League, you know. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna try and get this match preview thing article to read out. Because I can't seem it's on their website, the Bees website here, so I'm trying to find it, but there's nothing about that exactly yet. Hold on a minute, guys. There must be. Before I move on to that, though, talk about that, there's another thing I've got here, another article, and that's regarding Igor Thiago. Thiago nominated for Premier League Player of the Month. And I think he's got a great chance of getting that, to be honest. Brentford forward Igor Thiago has been nominated for Premier League Player of the Month for October. Thiago scored twice in 3 matches during the month. He finished cleverly away to West Ham in a 2-0 win, before then converting a penalty which proved decisive in a 3-2 victory over defending champions Liverpool. Brentford striker Igor Thiago has been nominated for October's Premier League Player of the Month. I really hope he gets it, you know. I really do. He's been great for us so far. Been amazing. Thiago scored twice in 3 matches during the month. His first, a clever finish to open the scoring in a 2-0 win over West Ham United, before a penalty which proved decisive in a 3-2 victory over defending champions Liverpool. The centre-forward also continued to show the other facets to his game that Bees fans have become well accustomed to, with his tireless running and defensive contributions. When asked about a 24-year-old, Brentford head coach Keith Andrews recently said, as well as his goals, Thiago plays with such heart. He's all action, he's aggressive, he's strong and he's powerful. It's also the selfless nature of how he plays the game. Sometimes centre-forwards conserve energy to do what they want to do with the ball, but that's not Thiago. The Brazilian is on 6 Premier League goals this season, a tally only bettered by Manchester City striker Erling Haaland. Vote for Thiago to win October's Premier League Player of the Month here, so there's a link to that. I'll probably be doing that. Definitely going to do that. He has been nominated alongside Aston Villa's Matty Cash, Newcastle's Bruno Guimaraes, City's Haaland, Bournemouth's Eli Junior Krupi, Manchester United's Brian Bramo, Sunderland's Nordi Mukiele, and Arsenal's Jurrien Timber. Voting closes on Monday, the 3rd of November at midday. The winner will be announced on Friday, 7th of November at 11 a.m. It'd be great for him and us if he does win that. That'd be amazing. But there's a lot of other good players there. Obviously, Timber's been great at Arsenal, been superb. Mukiele at Sunderland, very good. Of course, Bramo, been brilliant at Man United. Krupi at Bournemouth, done well. Of course, Haaland, Guimaraes, even Cash. So, it's not easy, but he might win that. That'd be amazing if he does, but I think he'd rather win other bigger things than that, to be honest. But yeah, it's been amazing for us, and for me, he has been great and probably Player of the Month, you know, really. Although we've got, obviously, Damsgaard has still been magnificent, awesome, and Henderson as well. So we have got a few options for that. But Yeah, I'll try and get to the preview now, guys, anyway. Match preview. Trying to find it on their website. If not, I'll have to go to a different one. I thought they might have had the preview on here already because it is only this Saturday. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Right. I think this could be it. Actually, I'll try and see when that quarter final is. Can't exactly remember now when they said they were. Oh yeah, the week commencing 15th of December. So that's when these quarterfinals are. The week commencing 15th of December, guys. So a little while to go yet. A very long while to go yet. So anyway, let's. I don't know if this is the preview. No, that's not really it. Yeah, that's not really the one. Hold on a minute, guys. I just got to find this. Try and find the preview. Hold on a minute. Right, guys. I've got this sort of preview here. This is on Yahoo Sports. It's Crystal Palace versus Brentford team news lineups and predictions. Crystal Palace and Brentford clash this Saturday at the Selhurst Park for match week 10 of the Premier League. Crystal Palace have 13 points to their name this season and occupy 10th position in the table. In their last fixture, Oliver Glasner's team won 3-0 against Liverpool. League Cup 25-26. Brentford currently have 13 points and lie in 11th position. In their last fixture, Keith Andrews' team won 5-0 against Grimsby Town. Yes. League Cup 25-26. The last meeting between the two teams ended with Brentford winning 2-1. Be good to have a repeat of that, to be honest. So the players unavailable at the moment are for Crystal Palace, Cheek Decore, no eligibility. Nauru Ahamada, no eligibility. Caleb Ipoha, back injury. And for the Bees, just one, and that's Paris Makoma, unknown injury. So that's amazing at last. You know, we're going to have mostly every one of our players fit, apart from Paris Makoma. So a really big squad to choose from now for Saturday. The last starting 11s, Crystal Palace versus Liverpool on the 29th. So that was just yesterday, of course, in the Carabao Cup. Walter Benitez, JD Canvo, Maxime Lacroix, Mark Gahey, Daniel Munoz, Daichi Kamada, Will Hughes, Borna Sosa, Ismail Assar, Eddie Nketiah, and Jeremy Pino. So, yeah, that'd be changed a lot, that team, I should think. You'd probably only have the likes of probably Gahey, Munoz, maybe Kamada, or Kamada, how you say it, Sara, I think, maybe Will Hughes, them in the team. In Mateta and all that be back, and Wharton, and usual Mitchell, and Henderson in goal, of course. Yeah, what about Aaron Hickey? Well, yeah, it says he's fine here. He's going to be fit, I think, Warren. There's nothing about him being injured here or unfit, so I think he'll be available from what he's saying. But the thing is, I think we'll keep going with Coyote, though. We can't drop him at the moment. He's been brilliant. And, long throws, of course, as we all know, add a lot to our game. So I think he'll keep going with Michael Coyote, but Hickey's there, and I'm sure he'll come on as a sub, probably. Anyway, let's get back to this, and our last lineup, of course, against Grimsby on Tuesday just gone. Hakon Valdemarsen, Benjamin Arthur, Sepp Vandenberg, Ethan Pinnock, Rico Henry, Frank Onyeka, Matthias Jensen, Keane Lewis Potter, Fabio Carvalho, Reece Nelson, and Dango Ouattara. Well, obviously that will be a bit changed again as well. That won't be quite that same lineup, of course. Obviously there'll be Kelleher in goal instead of Valdemarsen. We'll have Coyote back, Collins, Vandenberg will still be there. I would keep Rico Henry actually against Palace. Carry on with him, but I don't think he will. He may either bring Aya back in or possibly Lewis Potter there, but I would keep Rico Henry for it, to be honest. Of course, Ethan Pinnock will go out, and so will Arthur. Onyeka will be dropped as well. I'm sure they'll bring, obviously, Henderson maybe back. I would keep going with Jensen myself as well. He's been amazing. Even Lewis Potter, I still think he probably should be playing as well. Carvalho will drop back to the bench. As I say, Will Onyeka possibly. So I would think be Henderson and all that in the midfield. Damsgaard, of course. But I'll bring Jensen. I'll carry on with Jensen there myself. Reece Nelson will go back to the bench, but I thought he was really good. And he might come on against Palace, possibly. And Ouattara, whether he may rest him now, I don't know. But I think he should continue. He's been amazing. Dango Ouattara, very, very dangerous. Real threat. So really, he should probably carry on. But he might get a rest. But yeah, did you know by Playmaker stats, manager Oliver Glasner has faced Brentford on 2 occasions, recorded only losses. That's good, isn't it? Hopefully it'll be another one. But then again, he could turn that around. at Selhurst Park. So you never know. If you win, hold on, why isn't this coming up? There we go. If you win, will you be running around? Sorry, I'm just trying to read it. It's a bit smaller on here. If you win, will you be running around South London? What's that? Slapping your cock around like Donald Trump on steroids? Probably not, mate. I'll be quite excited. I'll be very happy, but I doubt if I'll be doing that sort of thing. But yeah, like I know your mate. What's it old on the Boise bus? But yeah. Oh God, man. I don't think I'll get away with that somehow. But anyway, Warren, what are you like, bro? But yeah, oh God, right. So anyway, back to the preview, guys. Moving swiftly on. Yeah. So the teams away from home, Brentford has scored in 6 consecutive matches. Away from home, Brentford has gone 2 consecutive games without losing. Away from home, Brentford has won 2 consecutive. I just said that. What am I doing? Brentford currently has 1 loss in the last 5 games. Brentford has scored in 3 consecutive matches. Brentford has gone 3 consecutive games without losing. Brentford has won 3 consecutive matches. Well, it's going through pretty much the same. At home, Crystal Palace currently has 1 loss in the last 8 games. At home, Crystal Palace currently has 1 win in the last 6 games. At home, Crystal Palace has gone 4 consecutive games conceding goals. At home, Crystal Palace has gone 2 consecutive games without a win. Crystal Palace currently has 3 losses in the last 16 games. Head-to-head, Crystal Palace and Brentford have faced each other 47 times, with Crystal Palace having an advantage. 18 wins against 16 victories for Brentford. Not much in it, though. Not really. At Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace has an advantage in the clashes against Brentford. 14 wins in 23 games. Brentford has 4 victories. In the English League, 8 matches were played between the two teams, with Crystal Palace winning 1, 5 draws and 2 victories for Brentford. So yeah, sounds like we're just about on top. We just about edge it, I would say, maybe. But I still think it's going to be tough. And Palace, don't forget, had that long run of unbeaten run, which I think was it 19 games? I think unbeaten. So yeah, this will not be easy. A very good team, of course. They won the FA Cup, and they also won the other thing they won. FA Cup, and was it Community Shield? They won as well. I think it's Community Shield. Yeah, so this won't be that easy, to be honest. Obviously I don't know the actual confirmed lineup, so I think we may just go. It's going to be different to the game the other day for the Carabao Cup. It's going to be different. Going to go back to the normal sort of lineup, I think, with Kelleher, Coyote, Collins, Vandenberg. But I hope Rico Henry, but I've got a feeling it'll be Dyer, possibly there. The midfield would be Damsgaard and all that in there. Who was it? Damsgaard and Henderson. Possibly, I would think Sharda. I don't know about. I was, of course, Yarmaluk. I would think he'll be back in if he's fit. Sounds like he will be. Yeah, and I think that we'll have probably Watara still there as well, and Thiago and Sharda. So yeah, it'd be similar to what it has been. Last one team we played against Liverpool, that lineup, I think. So yeah, but hopefully more the same. Another win would only be our second victory away if we could do it. Well, in the Premier, of course, we won away against Grimsby. Massive win. So yeah, looking forward to it, and not in a way. But anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce, and so I'll just take this down now. This banner, the banner here. Anyway, follow me down there at Mr. B for Life 182 on Insta and Mr. B Hive Football Chat. And please keep smashing the likes and subbing if you're new. Get me up to that 200. But for now, guys, I'm going to bounce until I do the reaction. Whatever it's going to be, win, lose or draw, there'll be a reaction to this. At the moment, I'm going for. I'd like to get, if we can at least get a point. So I'm going to 1-1 at Palace. But hopefully, maybe a 2-1 would be great. But I'm going 1-1 so far. Anyway, guys, until the next time, the next stream, I'm going to bounce. So anyway, guys, cheers. Until the next one. Oh, sorry. Sorry about this. It's taking ages on you. Here we go. Yes, come on. Why aren't you doing anything? Here we go.